My name is John Godoy. I'm 21 years old from Lake Elsinore, California, and I am a photographer and videographer. Some of the notable brands that I have done work for or featured work in was 17 Magazine, Hollywire Magazine, Romwe, Shein, Fashion Nova, Elf Cosmetics, Fanjoy, Sherry Hill, The Wish Company, along with a couple other personal brands that I have worked with my team. My passion for digital media started back when I was a freshman in high school. We had this thing in our class which was like a weekly news program, and I was always the one filming like announcements, and that lasted from freshman year all the way up until senior year, where I ended up running the class along with a couple other of my fellow classmates. I decided to pursue that into college. While I was in college, I did start going on my own photo shoots. I was shooting my friends, and then sometimes people would pay me for like events like family photos, or like someone needed headshots. And I graduated in spring of 2020 with my associates in digital media video production. When I began working professionally was early 2020. I started at an event in Melrose. I was invited to shoot a bunch of social media influencers, from TikTokers, YouTubers to Instagrammers. From there, I met Chase Keith, who was the man of the event. It was his own event for his clothing brand. And since then, him and his team have brought me onto their team, of course, but also like welcomed me into like their tight little family that they had. So when Chase signed to a content house called Clubhouse BH, he brought me along with him, along with our team members, of course. I ended up being one of the media personnel for the house. We soon opened up a couple more content houses, and then I was bouncing around between the houses. With work from home, it's more at my own pace, whereas in Los Angeles, which is where I'm mainly based in, a lot of them comes down to deadline dates and like certain requirements per media product. I've never thought of quitting digital media because I truly think it is my passion. I have thought about ending work with many clients due to either lack of respect for me. With my schedule at the time, like I was busy. So their lack of work ethic made it harder for me to put focus with my other clients, or some clients are just rude. I didn't want to surround myself with negative energy because in LA there's a lot of that. So I just want to make sure like I was always like around good people, like I mentioned before. I honestly didn't expect enough because it was a lot to handle at first. The pressures of Hollywood are definitely real. It was rough, getting to finally put my foot in and then make a name for myself. That was the hard part. But then once people started knowing me from my work, connections and then more work were easier to come by. I surrounded myself with close people, obviously with Chase Keith again, and then my fellow team members. So I worked with them closely, and then I built closer bonds with the people I worked with. Working from home is definitely more at my own pace. For me, I feel like it's less creative direction, whereas when I started working in Hollywood, I was able to culture myself more in aesthetics and creative vision and creative direction. Throughout time, my work had become more and more respectable through the influencers and others in that workspace. Now I am currently a freelance content creator, meaning I take photos or record videos, edit all of that stuff for them, and meet with certain people about like creative vision, creative direction, and helping style certain people's shoots or feedback. So my message is always teach yourself more than what you could be taught in class. And once you're starting to work outside of the classroom, I would love for you to remember your worth, because it is easy for people to get stepped on, and it is easy for you to be outshined by someone else if you are not trying your best and working hard to prove that you are the one that should be worth being worked with. To my younger self, I would just like for you to have faith, keep pushing, and always try your best. It's easy now because it's only the beginning, but there are a lot of things that school can't teach you. And if that was something I knew I would be learning, I would have kept an eye out for that way sooner. Life happens, things happen for a reason, and I'm where I am today because of how I handled my past, so. Bro, the wind blew right past. Right now, I'm currently just going with the flow and working as hard as I can and doing my absolute best. Obviously, an ultimate end goal for me would be to have my own photo studio or be a renowned photographer as well.